Hello, I'm Aiden. Welcome back to my channel. It's time for more Bridge Constructor Portal. I want to see what GLaDOS has in store for us, because it seems like every 10 levels or so, something neat story-wise happens, so I'm excited to see what's next up. Fly like an eagle, it says to do, which I'm fantastic
This test
at.
includes the Aperture Science aerial faithplate. It was used to test if applicants could resist the urge to catapult test vehicles.
I can't resist the urge to catapult test vehicles.
142% of applicants couldn't resist. The additional 42% is from resourceful applicants who catapulted other testing apparatus in addition to the vehicle.
That's pretty awesome. I like the sound of that. So we've got a catapult to seemingly take us to the end. But it seems I will have to suspend a bridge from the top. Which is fine. That's fine. I've done worse. The fact it doesn't reach all the way is ticking me off. Honestly, that's fine. I can just, like, do one of these. No biggie, to be frank. Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be bueno even. So we go through blue, drop down, bounce, and we'll make it. Is the idea. It's how it should go. I don't know. No, I'm not allowed. Okay, I was thinking, like, if I could make little braces at the bottom, but apparently this green acid does in fact eat everything. Which I probably should have assumed it did. But ah well, that's fine. I know how to make a dang good bridge. GLaDOS, you freak. I'm the bridge boy after all. People underestimated me since day one. And now look at me. Now look at what I can do, huh? You freaks. Question is, have I spoke too soon, or can I simply suspend the entire bridge by making these little sussy triangles in between? Because I kinda don't like how this looks, but it seems... Yeah. Seems like it would do that, exactly. Probably help if that was also road, and then... This bit at the end here is going to be difficult, I think. But I also think I can kind of go ham with the supports, because remember, money doesn't matter. This is Aperture Science. Both lives and money don't matter. So now it works. Now it's logical. But then we shoot down. But when we shoot down, do we simply land on the bouncy boy? Or do we encourage the landing of the bouncy boy? Like maybe do one of these bad puppies? Perchance? Perhaps, even. This could be fun. Is it going to be stable? I don't know. The point is that we have fun. That's all that's important in life, you know? Life's too... Oi! Don't you break my shit, you little freak. Now, is that strong? No. A resounding no. Good thing I know how to make muscles. Classic polybridge strats. So we'll drop down, bounce over, but where do we land? Do we land directly in? I'm gonna gamble it. I'm gonna say we land directly in. Top part, stable, but stressed nonetheless. Wow. Holy hell. So we lost all of our employees on the bounce, which I didn't necessarily expect. I mean, we've lost employees before, right? Just from, you know, employees goofing off, and by goofing off, I mean I allowed them to perish from poorly made devices. But the fact that this is all I'm given, and they must perish, it seems they must perish from the launch. They go upside down and just fall, you know? Oh, you know what? Like, it worked, you know? It worked. But I'm not satisfied with that, because we had a breakage. This bad puppy in the middle broke. So I think I can do better. I don't think I have to do better. But I'm also built different. I'm not gonna not do better, you know? So let's just add so many triangles it becomes almost silly. Let's do a silly quantity of triangles, just to really hammer home the point. I don't know what the point is, but we're gonna hammer that point home. And we're gonna send the convoy. Alright, gentlemen, prepare to lose your lives. According to Aperture Science, they weren't that important to begin with. But I think we'll be fine. We all land on our feet. What a massive success. 5 out of 5. I think we only killed a handful of people, but we still get the excellent approval from GLaDOS herself. I think it's from GLaDOS. This one, cube versus turret. Why?
Fortunately, the vehicle drivers are trained to stay on the road to success under extreme circumstances, such as not being on a road while being bombarded with testing apparatus.
Well, that sounds grand and all, but I don't think the turret... like, they'll be killed by the turret, right? Bombarded with testing apparatus. Oh, this might be the most complex one yet. So they go down and to the right, make a jump to the exit, but we got turrets and cubes. Maybe the cube attacks the turret. Here's my idea. The cube attacks the turret. So we have to somehow go in blue, drop down to yellow, and then exit so the cube can get the turret out of the way. Right? That sounds logical. I think. I'm gonna try that. Okay, I think version 1 of my idea is ready. So they'll drop down, right? Go through blue. I learned through pushing the test button, that companion cube just falls and unlocks us. So that's no problemo. But they'll drop down, go through blue, come out blue, hit button, second companion cube gets launched, bonks the turret right in the noggin. They then continue, make a little hop, save some money, right? Make a little hop into yellow, fall down, go into the exit. That's the thought process. A cool 78,800. Here's to hoping nothing fails off jump. Button press. Launch. Bonked him. Got him. Honestly, clean. There were a handful of parts that did get stressed, I noticed, but I think it's convoy time. Because I'm that confident. This is all clean up top, right? She clean, gets launched. This is all completely fine.
Critical error.
Bye-bye. Get exploded, idiot. Bueno? Dude. I don't even think we lost any homeboys. And if we did, I didn't see it, so it doesn't count. That was pretty bueno. Not bad at all. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Propulsion gel number 1. Do tell.
This test requires the vehicles to drive faster than their safety limiters allow.
I don't care, man. I'm not fucking OSHA.
The orange Aperture Science Propulsion Gel is able to increase the test vehicle's velocity threefold.
Threefold
As a
is pretty
side
impressive.
effect, it also provides marginal increases to vehicle driver fun.
Marginal. I would think maximal increases to driver fun. Let's go. So... quite. Okay. So we can't just jump over the middle. Clearly, red laser, big boom, no good. But we go up to go down, it'll be bueno. I think. Because that seems logical. We may have to go kind of steep. I kind of don't like that. But what I could do is one of these. Hear me out. So we get our ramp. That kind of supports it from the top. I will do a nice support like this as well, because this would be intelligent to put in there. Oopsie doopsie. Gotti. And then a regular truss just to add bridge stability. I fear there's a lot of weight coming down that I don't really like, but it seems okay. Maybe I'll just expand this bit some, so a lot of the weight just comes down. Could seem like a smart move. We'll have to see how the stress test goes once they're actually driving, but I think that'll work. And then we'll immediately come down yonder way. I think probably I can just jump them. I don't need to go to the other side except to add a support in, which may or may not be smart. I'm not certain yet because I have not failed yet. So once I fail, I'll be able to figure out whether or not it was smart. You feel me? You feel me listening at home? I think... I don't know how much these supports from this side are actually going to hold up, but I can support it as well from the bottom, which honestly makes this seem not so bad. Doesn't seem so bad. Actually, now that I say that, I'm really not so sure about this side. Not so certain, but what I can do... Oh, I can't make them I can't make them overlap that much, hey? Alright. Easy fix. No problemo, honestly. Oh, what the hell am I? What am I, stupid? No, not stupid. Super smart. Ha, stupid smart, am I right? So... I'm convinced this just works. Wow. You know? On second... Oh, I love that they just kind of peek through. Because I didn't get it perfectly. But they just like... Oh, he's not going to make it. They kind of peek through on the other side just to test the waters. So... I think I may... If I just line that up better, it might work. If not, I'll have to add a third road piece to kind of smooth it out more. But nothing broke. Oh. Oh, breezily. Okay. That was no problema. Send the convoy. Don't even ask. Send the convoy. Breezily. Breezily. Okay, the stress is definitely happening now. She's wobbling around like fucking Jello. Oh my god. But you know what? 5 out of 5. Not even a death today that I saw. Bueno. Let's move right along. I think this is chapter 16. Or level 16, rather. Propulsion Gel 2. I like the propulsion gel. You know what? It's grown on me. I didn't dislike it before, but I now like it more than I did originally.
The existing construction is an example of how to apply the principle of deflection, which uses anchor points that are not directly accessible.
Oh, the principle of deflection, you say? Quaint.
Don't forget that we have granted you unlimited access to the Library of Best Practices to review other useful principles.
I don't need the Library of Practices, buddy. I had the Library of Polybridge 1 and 2 to help me. So we go down. Do I really need to go over? I mean, I guess there's no nodes, right? So I'd have to pick up speed in order to make that jump. That makes sense. I get it. So I do have to go up, to go down, to go over because of the extra speed. Noted. Okay, so it is logical. I thought for a second there I could just kind of make, like have them drop down and make some sort of like hangy bit from up here. Only having 2 materials that seem not very strong, I don't think it's plausible. Possible? Maybe. Plausible? Not so much. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of make a soft little upswing here. Don't want to stress our forklift fellows out. I also don't want to hop them. So I'm going to actually make that even smoother. Smooth like peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Okay, so I'm going to simply make a bridge. And considering this bridge is only supported by 1 node, I'm going to have to use my best practices. Ain't no library necessary here, although I do support libraries. They're fantastic resources. I'm going to use the library of my brain, my Polybridge brain, to support this bad puppy. Not that the puppy is bad, but that, like, it's like a colloquialism. This bad puppy. You feel? You feel me? So let's make some counterbalance from here with some of these. So that'll support that side just fine. The issue is this close side, which actually isn't a big deal because I can just do one of these. That's totally fine. That's not even, I'm not even tripping anymore. I mentioned it once, not even tripping anymore. No worry. You know what I'm saying? Is she strong? You know what I said, no worries? I should have said worry. Did I spoke too soon? That's not even a sentence in English. Did I speak too soon? The answer? Probably. Am I going to admit that? You know, we'll find out in due time. So we'll keep that. I don't know why I didn't reinforce this side. Oh, Arnar, it's because I can't. Oh, but I can. Oh, but I can. What am I, stupid? No. I'm big brain all the time. So this up top wasn't strong enough. Which is unfortunate because it kind of seems like it's almost necessary. But hear me out. Depending how tight I can get this. If I wall brace it, I think I can make it stronger. I think I can make it stronger like that by wall bracing it, and then I give extra nodes to secure it, which is good, but how much is that actually going to help? One thing I could also do is make good use of this side here. So that's actually logical. You know what? I think we'll be fine. I think we'll actually... Ooh, she's stressed up top. Gosh, dang, brother. Why don't I actually just replace it? Why don't I do just that? Because I'm pretty sure... It might be difficult because of how the nodes work in this game, and you can't really make them that square, but I'm pretty sure a muscle like that works. Yeah, it's not square. I don't like that. If I had one critique of this game, it's the fact I have to go by nodes instead of freehand. But all things considered, it's not that bad. Yeah, that's just... You know what? Maybe I just ought to replace that entirely with some of these, because these seem more secure when it comes to tension. Kind of, actually. Kind of. Hear me out. Yeah, you see how it's like not quite... I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping too much. Anywho, that works. Check. That works. Now, is this jump going to work? Send him. Send him. What gives? That seems fine. Stress wasn't that bad. The jump... Wow. Actually impressive velocity. Send the convoy. Don't even waste my... Send the whole convoy. Apparently it's only 5 of them, but that's fine. We'll get to see... The stress is not that bad. I think I was tripping too much, honestly. That worked like a charm. Like an absolute charm. I did spend about $80,000, but it worked like a charm nonetheless. What succeeds that? 17. Bounce baby. Okay.
In this test, the blue aperture science repulsion gel will reflect any objects that fall onto it.
Repulsion gel? That's my
Please
nickname in high
enjoy
school.
observing all the fun that the vehicle drivers will have.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
You know what? Perfect word for that. Good adjective. Magnificent indeed. So they jump, bounce, go there, and then bounce. Okay, so do I actually have to build anything? Send someone. Do I have to build anything? I'm not convinced I do. On second thought. On second thought. Alright, take that back. So we do have to give them a landing. Which is fine. I guess it wouldn't have been much of a bridge level if it was just kind of autoplay, right? But I literally only get 2 nodes to work with, which is actually troubling, depending on how you look at it. Because if I just hang this from here, that's not gonna be very happy under stress. So maybe I over-engineer the hell out of it. I make a double muscle here. I make a double muscle there, and then I can rope support to every accessible node. Talk about over-engineering. It seems much happier, even though this top rope is more stressed than the rest of them. So hopefully the rough landing doesn't break it, although I fear it might. But if trends continue, then when they jump off here and bounce again, they will also need assistance getting it up. You feel? Not that that's something to be ashamed about, but if you speak to a medical professional, they could help you out. I'm just a bridge guy. I don't know anything about that. Sometimes they ask me, you know anything about that? Nah, sorry. Sorry, bud. Couldn't be me. But if you're into bridges, I'll hear you out. Does this work? Bounce boy. Bounces boy. Oh, that rope did break. That rope did break, but it made it. Am I missing something? Because that fellow definitely, unequivocally perished. So they bounce, but they don't bounce very well. Maybe I don't need such an angle. Maybe I just need something to catch them, you know? Maybe? Maybe it's just about the angles. Maybe it's about the angle of the descent. So they bounce up. Ooh. You know what? That was softer. We lost lives, but that was softer. Do they make it to this bounce? They do. Oh my goodness. It was about the angle of the dangle, brother. Let's go send the convoy. I'm happy with that. Do we lose every life attached to this forklift? Probably. But you know whose fault that isn't? Mine. I didn't tell them to ride the forklift in an unsafe manner. Not my responsibility. Oh my god, I just realized they can bounce in the middle. Oh no. Oh no. You see? You see, these are the things they don't tell you in bridge school. These are the things they don't tell you in bridge school. This is what Polybridge didn't prepare me for. Oh, you're still alive. You know what? You know what? At least you got to live. You might be stuck forever for the rest of time. Think about the privilege of life, though. You got to live, buddy. Am I right? Let's pretend a bunch of people didn't just die in front of our faces. Bounce to kill is level 18. Bounce to kill. Oh, quite. Okay, I understand. I already get it. I'm already big brain for this. I'm not sure what these panels at the top are for. Are those just portal panels that I'm not aware of? Could be. But I think we go bounce to bonk this guy. Wait, do I? Oh, I get it. I get it again. I had a second realization that my first realization was wrong. I thought they just went and they touched the blue and bounced. No, they have to fall on the blue to bounce. So I have to ramp them up so they can bounce on the blue, bounce, kill the turret, and then I'll bridge them to the top. Right? I'm not sure what this little bouncy boy is for, either. Unless there's something my brain isn't getting, and I will eventually need a third realization. But I'm not quite sure just yet. So I'm going to go with my second realization idea, which is the fact that I bridge these bad boys so they just simply bounce on the blue and then kill the turret. I'm going to see whether or not that pans out, because it seems ambitious. Ambitious in theory, but in execution could be a lot simpler than I think. And considering we're getting deeper into this game, I'm starting to think simple may not always be the answer. Because we got the orange go juice. And then we go up. But when we bounce, how do we make sure they actually hit the turret? That's my question. Because they seem to flip and roll in the air, which I do not have full control over. But I'm going to run with it. I don't know what this blue arrow is for. Oh, these are the anti-material screens or something. Where they kill any aperture science doohickeys, if you will. So depending on how they bounce, because I'm not sure how they do yet. Actually, you know what? Let's see how it bounces. I'm sacrificing a life for the greater good. Go up. Didn't work. Fun little trampoline for the boys, though. So, you know, that's that's kind of neat. Right. So, oopsie McDaisy. So I'm going to need this bad boy to bounce higher so it doesn't hit the wall, but it can still creep under. This is all about the angles again. Nar! Or nar! Perhaps with the orange go juice, this amount of over-engineering is not as necessary. I could have probably done this for a lot cheaper. But I won't. I won't, because that's not my business. That is not my business at all. Please jump correctly. You moron! Oh, that's got potential. That one's got potential. Lives lost, but like I said, for the greater good. That one actually bounced correctly, which is what I wanted to see. We did lose everyone holding onto the forklift, but if they wanted safety, they shouldn't have been holding on to a forklift. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can rest a muscle on this point and use it as such. Right? That makes sense. Do I have the angle right? Because the bounce is good. The bounce is bueno. They bonk their noggins. Oh, yeah.
Malfunctioning.
A fancy explosion. And then we get a bounce back up. But I don't think that bounce back up is going to be necessary. Because as they drive through, I think I can just catch them on a bridge, on an actual bridge. I think this is going to work perfectly. I think my brain is finally firing on all cylinders. And I think this is going to just work like a charm, I believe. I hope, even. That'll be bueno. I do want this bit to be held up. She's not really secure. Not really secure. I want to ensure it's held well. I never really trust the purple stringy bits, but I'm gonna give this a shot. I think we've got it. The hop, the bounce, the loss of life, totally fine.
I don't hate you.
You don't hate me? Did the turret say I don't hate you? It's been, like I said in a previous episode, it's been a while since I played Portal. Are the turrets sentient? Because why would a turret say I don't hate you? Regardless, send the convoy. It's just 3 bad boys. The bounce is perfect, as we know. The hop? Ooh, spend a lot of time in the air, that's okay. That one kind of went goofy. The explosion, my boy in the forklift doesn't care. Doesn't even care. That was perfect. I literally could not have asked for anything better. I'm actually kind of glad realization number 2 worked, and I didn't need a realization number 3. Excellente. Food and artificial sunlight is an achievement I guess I'm working on? I didn't even know. High energy pellet number 1. I remember seeing these in Portal. Level 19, so I guess we're 1 level away from getting more story.
This test chamber includes apparatus that will launch Aperture Science high-energy pellets.
That's excellent news. What do we do?
As part of a required test protocol, we must inform you that the Aperture Science high-energy pellets may cause mechanical failures to the test vehicles, such as complete vaporization.
I figured as much. Can I bounce them, though?
Due to the durability specifications of roadway convertible planks, the high-energy pellet will rebound from their surface.
Thank you. Good to know.
Some testing apparatus can be activated when an energy pellet enters its connected energy pellet catcher.
Okay. I think I follow. Test modes allowed you to test your bridges. Trust me, I've been doing that the whole time. Oh yeah, she really do be firing, huh? I thought for sure it was about to kill that people on the ramp. Noted! I think I know what to do. So we have to take these guys down. We're going to bounce the pellet up and over into its receptacle. I think it's going to raise this. So they hop into the blue portal. I believe is how that's going to go. And then we just need a bridge straight across. This seems very logical. Give them a bounce, 45-degree angle. I think it said it needed a road piece. And then we give it a 45-degree angle, road piece. Oh. Really? Oh, well, fucking no shit. Neither of those were 45 degrees. How? That's gotta be 45 degrees, right? Holy shit, am I dumb? Am I not built for this? How do I not know what 45 degrees is? It would help if there weren't these godforsaken nodes I have to work with. Trial and error, never mind. Worked out just fine. Bueno, even. Does that, in fact, raise my bridge? Oh yeah, it gets that up fantastically. Without trouble, even. As it should be. And then we just have to make a little upsy-daisy, if you will. A little something special here. Bridge time. Time to make an excellent bridge. We have plenty of nodes to work with, so I'm not worried about this top one at all. My confidence is at an all-time high, in fact. I've never doubted myself less, even. one might say. Because I'm simply too good. MIT, Harvard, Yale, they've already reached out to me. They've already reached out to me. Hey, how you so good at this bridge game? Don't worry about it, I tells them. Don't even worry about it. Is that even gonna work as a wall brace? Nah. But you know what? I didn't need it. I didn't need it. I was just bluffing. I was simply bluffing to get a point across to these Ivy League schools. I don't need you. I've got Bridge Portal Constructor, the video game, baby. Make it happen. Easy jump. The guys attached to the forklift are even living. It's too easy. I'm too good. Convoys. Send them all. Send them all. Send multiple convoys. I don't care. I know what I'm about, GLaDOS. You little freak. About getting these forklifts to safety. All of these fellows can get to work. I didn't even spend that much money on that one. Level 20. Do we get more story? Or do I have to beat level 20? High energy pellet 2. Let's see. No words from GLaDOS. I think that's the second time this has happened where GLaDOS has nothing to say. But that's fine? Question mark? So we fall down into blue, pop up out of blue. Well, how the hell do we have any momentum? Hold up. Do the thing. What? What? How? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm just confused if they drop straight down and go straight up. How do I turn that vertical momentum into horizontal momentum? I think maybe I can just make a little bit of road that maybe bumps them to get them going to the right. I'm also going to have to figure out how to get these into... How to get the high energy pellets into these bad boys, because that's how we get rid of the turrets. Unless... Hold on. I don't think I've tried this yet. Does road block bullets? Does road block bullets? I want to run with it, just to see. Just to see. I'm not sure if it will, and that's fine. But if road can move a high energy plasma ball, it should be able to block a bullet. You'd think. Right? I'm not just talking crazy, right? I want to see if this works. I spoke too soon. So they fall down, right? So I made this little apparatus here to try and bonk them. To try and move that, like I was saying, that vertical velocity to move this way. I may have to adjust what I built, though, into something like that, maybe? Because they fall down, and I want them to bonk, kind of like that. That landing was kind of rough. And also the jump is not ideal. But I want the jump to work. I want the jump to work. So I'm going to stick with it. It's not smart, but I'm sticking with it. They fall down, bonk their head, land, go for a drive. Does the road block the turret?
There you are. Sensei product resting. Goodbye.
Why? Why doesn't it? Hold up. If I completely block them off, how the... Explain that to me. Physicists, scientists, aperture scientists, how can a road deflect a high-energy plasma ball, but not a human-built bullet? Right? Am I fucking crazy? I feel like I'm being gaslit. How can you deflect one and not the other?
There you are. Acquired.
That's
Hibernating.
That's fucking absurd. Game logic? 0 out of 10. Absurd. Fuck that. I spent so much time building this because I figured, apparently stupidly in my own brain, that bouncing away a high-energy plasma ball that seems to have endless destructive power would be more difficult than bouncing away a bullet, but apparently that's not the case. Apparently that's not the case. And due to my anger, we're gonna have to wait to beat level 20 until next week. Realistically speaking, I'm not one to be hypercritical of game logic, okay? It's a video game where portals and sentient turrets and rogue AIs exist, so I shouldn't really think that much into it. But God forbid I have this grand idea to bounce away bullets with something that can seemingly deflect something way more powerful. My bad, I suppose. My bad. I will beat level 20 next week. I'm really enjoying this game, okay? I don't want my my little bout of rage to make you think otherwise. I am enjoying it, and if you are enjoying it, smooch that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.